Hello and welcome. It is I, your grumpy guide to all things gaming, the OGGM. It is 3 o'clock. It is the third day of June 2021, and it is time to address the elephant in the room, the evil empire that is Wizards of the Coast. Dun, 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 dun. Only now can you marks truly understand the power of supply and demand. So, apparently, I'm defending Wizards of the Coast. And how dare I? And how dare I not be angry at Wizards of the Coast? Because look at Wizards of the Coast has done to me. And I have tried repeatedly to explain why I, quote unquote, defend the evil empire. But I guess that just makes me an evil empire sympathizer. Of course, that's the same logic that says that if I play the Nazis in a game of Axis and Allies, I'm a Nazi sympathizer, as opposed to just knowing the best way to win to naval dominance is to play the Nazis in Axis and Allies. So repeatedly over the past year, I have defended Wizards of the Coast, and I have made the statement that I'm not really that upset because I understand. I understand supply and demand. And maybe the people who have made these comments about me simply are just so wrapped up in this toxic politics that they cannot separate themselves long enough to realize that Wizards of the Coast has done nothing to you. They have not come into your house. They have not held your family hostage. They have not hurt you. Dungeons and Dragons hasn't hurt you. The only way D&D can hurt you is if somebody hits you over the head with a book, or if you get a paper cut for the book, or if somebody rolls a 20-sider and it bounces off the table and hits you in the face, or if you're walking and you're stepping on a 4-sider. That is literally the only way Dungeons and Dragons can hurt you. And the only way Wizards of the Coast can hurt you is by pursuing legal actions against you. Because Wizards of the Coast, I'm sorry to say, doesn't give a fuck about you or me. They give a fuck about money. And Wizards of the Coast is a corporation that answers to a larger corporation. And a corporation's job is to make money for its board of directors, its CEO, and its shareholders. That's it. Wizards of the Coast's job is to make money off their product. I defend Wizards of the Coast because I understand supply and demand. And apparently I have to explain that. I don't think I should, because there's nothing on my channel that is really that offensive. But people have taken offense at my defense of Wizards of the Coast. So let me explain to you, Marks, how supply and demand works and why I understand Wizards of the Coast's choices. And I'm not mad at Wizards of the Coast, because I'm not mad at Wizards of the Coast. And I'm not mad at Dungeons and Dragons. Wizards of the Coast hasn't done anything to me. Dungeons and Dragons hasn't done anything to me. They have not harmed me in any way, shape, or form. I have no reason to invest that negative energy in them. I can be upset about their choices, and I can be upset and enraged by how those choices are being perceived by their customers. But that's not their fault. It's not their fault how these people are interpreting what they're doing. Wizards of the Coast is supplying to the demand of their target audience. And right now, their target audience is the SJW woke, post-Critical Role, post-Genie D, post-woke, toxic, intolerant society, and they know that. And they know that they need to supply to the demand of their target audience. I am not their target audience anymore, and I haven't been their target audience for a long time. I am the target audience of another brand, the OSR. You are their target audience. Anybody who is giving Wizards of the Coast money right now and buying into this gobbledygook is their target audience. Now, they may understand that what they're doing might be inciting individuals, but of course, they're not going to take blame for it, because then that would open them to legal actions. No, Wizards of the Coast is blameless. They have done nothing but appeal to the demand, because they know how commerce works. They know their job is to make money off their target audience in any way they can. So they will lie, they will cheat, they will bend the truth, they will smother the butter of woke SJW on the bread that is their product, because they understand that the target audience, the marks who are feeding into this SJW woke BS, will spend money on this product. And they will reinforce the other individuals who make money off of this. Wizards of the Coast isn't doing this. Individuals are doing this. People are doing this. True, some of those people are associated directly or indirectly with Wizards of the Coast, but they understand that by doing this, they incite a response. And that response gets them money. Supply and demand. Wizards of the Coast is responding to the demand by supplying the product that their target audience wants. The second the target audience stops giving them money, they will change their tune to get a target audience back. If OSR players like myself were their target audience, we would see a completely different Wizards of the Coast. But we're not. You, the Wizards of the Coast Critical Role marks, are their target audience. So as long as you keep spending money on their product and spending money on their adjacent product and investing in the things that come out because of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, Wizards of the Coast is going to directly or indirectly going to make money. They make money off of Critical Role. They make money off of D&D Beyond. They make money off of Genie D. They make money off of Mark Holmes. They make money off of the conventions. They make money off the books. They make money off that crazy woman coming out and yelling and screaming about combat wheelchairs and blah, 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 blah. And the way that the corporate structure works is that they can come and say, well, we never said for you to do that. We never said for you to attack that guy or get angry or riot. We're just catering to the needs of our product placement individuals. We are supplying what you demand. If you don't like what we say, the best way to do it is to stop buying their product. Stop talking about their product. Every time I mention Wizards of the Coast, that's another $1 that they're going to make. And I know that. I understand how business works. I understand how commerce works. I understand how supply and demand works. I've worked 90% of my life in retail. I understand. Wizards of the Coast is not doing anything that anybody else can't do. They're just simply doing it better. But their product is a widget. Anybody can make a widget. Anybody can make a role-playing game. There's nothing original or unique about what Wizards of the Coast is doing, except they understand the market and they are taking advantage of the market. And the numbers show it. The numbers don't lie. Hasbro had an amazing year during the pandemic, while most other companies were struggling. Why? Because they kept supplying what you, the 5th edition marks, demanded. And every time you attack me, and every time you complain about me defending Wizards of the Coast, all you're doing is reinforcing the corporate structure that feels, hey, we're making money off of this. But they're never going to come forward and say, oh, we said this. We told you to do this. No. Other people are doing that for them. Wizards of the Coast is not hurting you. Dungeons and Dragons is not hurting you. There's no reason to be angry at them. Just don't spend money on their product. Fuck, don't click this icon and listen to this vlog. Because I'm tired of having to defend myself. My job is to educate and entertain and have a good time, and press some buttons, rattle some cages, take advantage of the algorithm, and generally try to let people understand why I say things. And I feel like I'm constantly having to defend what I say, when really there's no reason for me to defend what I say. Except, of course, the toxic culture places me in a position where I have to defend why I'm defending Wizards of the Coast. And I'm not defending Wizards of the Coast. I don't care. Because they're not doing anything to me. The game I love no longer exists. It's sad, but I accept it. Dungeons and Dragons is dead. Long live Dungeons and Dragons. I am not their target audience. They get that I'm not their target audience. Now, all this other stuff that has come out of the things that have happened over the past year or so, that's not their responsibility. I'm sorry. If you took them to court over this, they'd win. Because they never said X. Other people are saying X. Other people are perpetrating the toxicity. If you want to be mad, but use that energy in a positive way. Write letters to Wizards of the Coast. Write letters to the people who are perpetrating this toxicity. Go online. Go on Facebook groups. Start your own vlog. Prove me wrong. Put me out of business. Stop spending money on Wizards of the Coast product. Stop spending money on D&D Beyond. Stop spending money on Critical Role. Stop spending money on Gale Force 9. Stop spending money on anything that's going to make Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition continue. Just stop. Anyways, that's it. I understand Wizards of the Coast's choice. It doesn't matter whether I like Wizards of the Coast choices or don't like Wizards of the Coast choices. I understand why they made them. Now, not a lot of those choices have been horrible choices, but I still understand why they made them because I understand how business works, and I understand how commerce works, and I understand how supply and demand works. I understand how focus groups works. I understand how demographic research works. I understand how this works, and I can only assume that you're angry because you don't. So I'm going to explain it to you, and which I hopefully have. But if not, let me explain it to you one more time. Wizards of the Coast is in the business of making money. And as long as they continue to make money off of 5th edition, they will continue to do what they're doing, and they do not have to apologize. I'm your grumpy guide to all things gaming. If you appreciate this content, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me at 500 subs by August 4th. If you don't appreciate this content, unsubscribe. Take your ball and go home. Because I don't care. It's just a fucking game.